And I would've walked behind, I could've walked beside you, and I would've told you every lie, I would've done that for you.
You know, here we are 5 records into it, you know, and that's like 3 records removed from that, you know, that sort of process. But it's still sort of a really interesting ride, you know.
How are things going with the Rebel group?
It's actually one of the guys from our very first record. So again, very sort of small into the love of music and.
Because I know that previously there's been some turmoil with
labels.
Yeah.
Wow. It is. I mean, we our 3rd record that when we were talking about that didn't kind of come out. I mean, it was we had signed with this label New, and then they had to sort of like. As we saw, like a month or 2 later, I mean, we sort of folded and we were stuck in this limbo. Couldn't release anything, but we weren't really free to sort of do anything else either. So it was kind of a weird limbo, you know.
Let's talk about the new record a little bit. What was the welcome, Brendan? We started.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good.
Yeah, the new record, White Ink Black Ink, is, you know, each record like, you know, you sort of look for this reason to do it because it's not just because you don't want to just do records just because, but you know, you sort of think about you in the world and you know, sort of just had this spark. I mean, it actually came from this El Sincero song, and the real sort of spark for the record. I mean, the title was, you know, we have sort of worked on titles, and the title sort of came to us really.
The titles come first.
Yeah.
Usually that sort of establishes the concept, trying to figure out, like really hone in on what the record is about, because otherwise you can't really do it, right? Then it's just a bunch of songs that you're trying to
throw your diary pages, which, you know, it's not.
And he was like, I think it's like White Ink, Black Ink. And like it was immediate. It was like, dude, yeah, man, that's, and like it was just, it didn't, you know, you need that sort of eureka moment about those things where, oh yeah, that's the rally point right there, you know, that's the title, good, perfect, everything starts to fall in place.
And it tied into this graffiti that we had seen. There was this guy had scrawled, I have morals on this door. What a beautiful statement. Like I used to love that Depeche Mode song, Your Own Personal Jesus, and I sort of thought like about how the spirituality and stuff and how you could find this place where it's, you know, you're not, you know, it's not a self-righteous, you know, it's righteousness of just earnestness and honesty and love and then I have morals and sort of how it's so like White Ink Black Ink, you know. And so I think when that started to roll, then I guess that's what I was getting at. It's like, why make another record? There's a billion people making music. I mean, so it's a very weird thing, and that was really sort of hit us. It's like, it's really, you know, it's nice and it's touching and it's honest, just sort of this like thing that you find inside of yourself, you know.
So does a lot of the subject matter on the record deal with morality?
You know, I think that there's this sort of like, I don't know if it directly deals with that.
What is real life? What is real, full, good life? Like what's the fullness of what humans can be? Like where is that point? You know, everybody's looking for it, right? We buy tons of cars, or we build buildings, or we buy clothes, or we you know, we learn to do things, or we have skills. You know, there's a bunch of things, right? So you're balancing a bunch of these things, but like where is the real meaning? Like where is it when you can? Where's that spot where it's like, you know, you feel like this life that you're given has some value and meaning, and it affects others in sort of a positive way, and you get that back and forthness and beauty. I think humans are capable of like real good stuff.
Is that kind of where the cover art for the album comes to? Because I know it's got
exactly slightly utopian in a way, you know, but like not. And I don't think that the material is about any kind of kooky utopia, you know. I mean, because like even the best of lives are filled with pain, because that's how we know. That's how we know joy.
There's plenty of like just sort of nonsense, empty sort of nonsense, and it's sort of like, you know, you have to sort of swim through that stuff and sort of find, you know, that, you know, sort of what it's really sort of about for you, though. I mean, and that's the important thing. You know, we have the song Changes. You know, it's funny how like as a making, you know, rock music, it's funny like how many different sort of layers it's had. You know, it's been such a crazy thing. You know.
you been able to, like, I guess, break through that nonsense, you think, in the course of the band's history? It's been over 10 years now. So.
Yeah.
New nonsense somehow finds its way into the picture, and you have to like wade through that.
It's an awesome process, though, just to like really explore it. You know,
like we're really looking for like a balanced life, you know, and that's a little bit anathema to rock and roll life in a way, you know. So you know, we're not just like trying to find some really cool catchphrases, garners a bigger audience or something. It's really like these are the things that we feel. The balance that we're searching for is real. You know, it's not just in the songs, it's in real life. You know,
That's
so it's,
cool, because I think a lot of bands sing one thing, live another.
and it can turn into that. You know, I think about that. Like I think what performing the songs tonight, I started to think to myself like the things that we're singing about, like I want to feel those things too. I don't want them to just become cliches that like I'm just singing them and like shaking me booty or whatever. But this and sort of like to try to every time we do them too to try to find the meaning there.
I'm pretty blessed, you know. Like, I mean, as far as like music goes, and like, I mean, I think that if anything else, like, I hope I get closer, like, on records to like just sort of show that it's a celebration rather than a pained. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's really, I am so blessed and into it. Like I pretty much have everything I've ever wanted. So like, I don't want more. I kind of want less, you know. Honestly.
I was just gonna talk about like a 3-day tour. There were 3 dates.
3-day tour.
Why'd you do Philly? Thanks for coming by. I'm really excited about it.
We sort of played Philly when we had like a great momentum going, but then we sort of like lived some personal lives for a while too. So we sort of lost a little bit of momentum with touring, but like Philly was all, you know, Philadelphia.
It's a spot we've kind of touch base with now and again. And I love the buildings and everything too.
Pretty sweet.
That's awesome.
It's actually the first time I ever got to see you guys. So
Oh, cool. Right on.
It was awesome. Because I told God I've been listening since Per Second is when I found out.
A little bit of a late entry into the
Yeah.
Big World, but we'll accept that.
Right in the middle,
Right in the
because
middle,
it's officially
yeah.
5 records. You're like right in the center of the.
It's nice. It was nice. I mean, especially how like for 5 years I haven't gotten to see you guys. So
Yeah, it's awesome.
now's the time.
I'm psyched. You know what it feels like? For me, it's really great energy too. It's like some of the best energy that I've felt since like the early shows. Since like it's like
Well, they feel new because the way we're presenting them. I've never played a piano like live, you know, so this tour was the first
Oh,
time.
wow.
sort of switching.
Yeah, so
sort
it
of
feels
like
really
drums
brand
for
new
years,
for
like-
us. For me, super brand new, yeah. So.
Yeah, so it's really kind of a different, cool. It's cool.
What's the deal with the googly eyes? They're pretty sweet.
What do you do? You know?
Were you the one that said that?
No, it was actually a girl behind us. He said it to me, and the cameraman said it to me, and then the girl behind us said
Oh, I
it.
heard someone say that, yeah.
Yeah.
Certain
Like
instruments.
you guys are watching us.
Certain instruments are tough hang, you know.
You just try to like keyboard anything to put on, you know.
The keyboard.
Plus, we, you know, some
gotta-
things you just, you know,
You gotta have fun.
we have a pretty good sense of humor. We do like when we're traveling, we do a lot of laughing. And sometimes that doesn't translate at all in records. Kind of, how can it? Then it become
Yeah.
jokey, you know, so.
I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, it's really been a process of learning to communicate. How do you celebrate? You know?
Like little googly eyes on the keyboard.
That's
You're
right.
And sister.
Half of the time I feel I'm clever, and half of the time I just haven't